Welcome to today's Oracle message. These are timeless readings. My name is Yaila, and when I feel inspired to pull an Oracle card is kind of how it's been working out. Have not been feeling it the last couple weeks, so I haven't seen you for a little bit, but hello, feeling like connecting, and this is the card that came out, so coming back with a bang. I am filming this on the new moon, November 1st, 11/1 is a very strong, powerful day, new month, new moon, new beginnings. And I just love that this is the card that flew out of the deck. So this one is Akashic Stargate. We're going to talk about the card first, and then I'll read some little insert from the guidebook itself. But it says, aligned with purpose, crossroads, no wrong path. Absolutely love this card, especially for today's energy. And if you're happening to if you're happening to catch this reading on another day besides November 1st, don't worry. The energy frequency that is happening in this moment, there's no time and space with energy, so it's perfect whenever you're catching it. These are timeless readings, so there's probably something in it for you that could be helpful. So let's talk about this card first. Absolutely love this card. If you caught the November energy update that I do with my friends Corey and Peyton, the predominant color for the month was purple, like an amethyst purple. I'm seeing a ton of that color here in this card. And for me, purple really represents, it's kind of funny because it's like this very regal energy first and foremost. So it's like holding your king, queen, crown energy, like really being in charge of your spiritual, mental, physical, emotional space, your body. So it's really owning your own being, but it's also your connection to whatever higher power you believe in, your higher self, the divine creator, God source, the universe, whatever you like to call that energy. And it's getting those intuitive downloads from that higher power that you are connected with. So a lot of that energy is in this card as well. And that feels like this is the energy of setting in that intention for the moment. So aligning to your aligned with purpose, right? I feel like that's been a question for a lot of people lately. I know I've been feeling that too. What is my purpose? How do I want to be spending my time? Where do I want to focus my energy? And is that energy that's coming back to me, does that still feel good with how I'm investing myself? What's coming back, is that in alignment? Because there has to be that energy exchange, right? If it's always just output, output, output with nothing back, that's an imbalance of energy. And we start to feel drained, depleted, not fulfilled. We start to question if we're on the right path because there's nothing filling our cup back in, because we are meant to have that exchange. It's not supposed to be lopsided, one-sided. So when you're looking at this card, which little portal looks interesting to you? And it's funny because this is almost like a field of portals, or a garden of portals is another fun way to think of it. All these options, and they look like they go to some really magical, other possibly sacred places, or sometimes they're like different dimensions within yourself. Different aspects. And for me, when I look at this card, it's like, well, why do I have to just pick one? Why not explore what each of them have to offer? Because they look like aspects of all of you. They're all kind of in the same location, they're in the same spot. You are having an open invitation to any one of them. Where do you want to start? And when you're thinking about aligning to your purpose, it's funny, lately I've been guided for the last couple months to do a lot more mirror work. And this may have come through in some of my other readings that you have stumbled upon, but it is basically looking at your own eyes in the mirror. And sometimes you have specific questions to ask yourself to get some deeper insights and wisdom on what's there. And sometimes it's just looking at yourself in your own eyes just to see what comes up, what thoughts, what beliefs. When you keep going beyond that, beyond just picking yourself apart, because I think that's kind of the first tendency for a lot of people is we'll look in the mirror and we start tearing ourselves apart for what we want to be different. But when you look beyond that and you start looking at just who your soul is, what is your soul all about? What are you here to be doing? Like, we start asking these deeper questions. And getting some more wisdom and insights from that. So if you're seeing this card and that sounds interesting to you, if you've never done that, highly recommend. You can just set a little timer for yourself, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you feel you have time for, and start wherever you feel you want to start, whether you have a specific question you want to ask or not. There's no right or wrong way to do it. So there's no wrong path, meaning if you're in a place of wanting to align to your purpose, trying to figure out if you're kind of stuck between stay or go, that crossroads, I can go this way, I can go this way. Maybe there's a third way. If you're stuck at that decision-making point, try out and see, pretend you are stepping onto that path. What does that feel like? Pretend you are stepping through that portal. What does that feel like? Imagine looking at your own eyes in the mirror, wearing that hat, so to speak, in that lifestyle, in that life. What does that feel like to you? What answers do you get from that? Who do you need to become to let that happen? What steps do you need to take? There's so many cool questions you can ask yourself just by trying on or trying out these different portals, these different crossroads, these different paths to take. So let me just read a quick little insert from the guidebook. And this is, of course, coming from Gateway of Light Activation Oracle by Kyle Gray. And it says, a stargate is a portal that can take us through space, time, and a whole other universe. And it's based upon the concept of the Eisen-Rosen bridge, or what is also known as a wormhole, where speculative structure linking different points of space-time is created. In spirituality, a stargate is less about traveling on the physical, three-dimensional level and more about making progress on the spiritual. Let's see. The Akashic Stargate transports us to a space where we are given the opportunity to make a decision to accelerate the realization of our life purpose. So visualize yourself at a crossroads. Tune into the direction that feels most joyful, light, and loving. Imagine yourself walking that road. See all that it brings you. Whenever the Akashic Stargate is presented to you, it's because you're at a critical point on your journey. You have the opportunity to move in a particular direction and you have to make a decision. This can feel overwhelming and you may be waiting for someone or something to make the decision for you. But you aren't here to walk the path that was set for you. You're here to walk a path that you have chosen. The next phase of your journey cannot unfold until you decide which way to go. Know that whatever direction you take and whatever decision you make, you'll always be on the right path. No matter how you get there, you'll always end up in a similar space. Also know that purpose isn't about doing your duty, it's about living life and experiencing joy. So, powerful, beautiful card for today's message. What is that path that's going to bring you the most joy? That is today's message. I hope you have a beautiful, fabulous day, and I will see you another time. Bye.